Boom, 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 boom. Let's do this, y'all. See if it'll go. Uh, we have to do it that way. Let's see if we can put it here. Oh, it does work there. Okay, hopefully y'all hear me okay. So I'm out on my back patio right now. If somebody comes in, hey, Miss Chicago BBW, can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay. This is the back patio. Remember I was saying about the apartment, so I have a back patio. Let me take you on a quick tour. So this is the patio. I got water hose area here. This, I done pulled out all the weeds and I'm putting what's this called landscape fabric down. I got a few weeds over there. I'm probably just gonna cover those up because I dug out a ton of weeds yesterday. This is raised bed gardening. These I got at the it's a Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whichever one. Dollar General, I think it was. Dollar Tree. And then these I ordered from Amazon. They're raised beds. You just fill them with dirt and you can plant in them. I got tomato plants, but I think I waited too long to plant them, so I'm gonna have to do it from seed. I'm doing the landscape fabric in those bags or bags of mulch. So I was telling you I got a little patio out here. I'm gonna probably put a grill right here. I'm not really doing meat anymore. I'm doing plant-based meat that I do here at the house. But I like to grill, so I like to grill even vegetables. Let me turn it around. And whoever joined us, welcome. Hold on, let me put this up here. I ain't gonna be on here too long. Hold on. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I don't know who all joined in. Anyway, so some of you guys have asked me because I mentioned about support for the channel. I've never asked for anything for support for the channel, but recently in following some of my channels that I'm following now for food, I'm following like Forks Over Knives. I'm following Tabitha Brown, um, which deal with more plant-based eating. So I've been following them, and I'm like, they get support for the channel, and I'm like, okay. I've been wanting to do T-shirts for the channel. I've been wanting to do a logo for the channel, and other things that help with just doing it. But out of my own pocket right now, budget-wise, I don't have it. I'm still trying to get money together for a vehicle. I still got financial stuff I gotta take care of. So I was like, if I'm gonna go with the vision I have for the channel, I'm gonna ask for support. So right now I got PayPal set up. I'm gonna probably eventually set up what's the name of it? Patreon. I just haven't done it yet. And then we'll go from there. I'll be putting a PayPal link below this video. So the last three videos, I put the PayPal link down below. So if y'all want to give something, it'll help me out on a lot of different levels. I'm working with Dustin had asked for T-shirts on my channel, and I got like 3 or 4 themed ideas I got for shirts. Some of them are kind of funny. Some of them are sayings that I use. Danielle uses one of them all the time, cause she she said she uses it in place of swearing, and so I started laughing because I'm thinking, well, yeah, that is it's a cute saying. It's just something I use to try to stop swearing, and so she uses it, and I'm gonna put it on a shirt. But I'm on Fiverr right now. I've got 2 different designers that I really like. Um, one of the designers I think they're from Middle East. One's from India, and I know the packet I'm looking at. One of them is like 100 something, and then I gotta see what it's gonna cost to make the shirts. They do the designs. One he'll do 5 designs, and of the original logo, which will be just the Trucker Doll logo for the channel, and then the other ones I want to get into are gonna have sayings on the shirts. Then I need to translate that over. I got to also check into copyright. So um, I got to do that too. So I got a few things that are gonna cost. So if y'all want to give, it'll be appreciated. Anyway, I'm outside right now today. I'm getting ready to get out here and work on this garden the rest of the way. I'm planting tomatoes in the first bed. That bed down there is gonna be like some lettuce and stuff. Tomatoes and carrots, onions and chives will be in this first bed. It's got 4 different things. This little stackable orange thing y'all saw. Let me show you again. Hold on. The stackable orange thing you see, I'm doing herbs in that one. That's mint. Um, that one is gonna be all tomatoes. It'll have some onions, chives. I forgot what else. You can plant some other things with tomatoes. I'm planting. There's gonna be more than just tomatoes in there. Um, what's this one gonna be? I can't remember. I think this is gonna be corn. This might be corn, and there'll be something else in there. Um, and this was we're gonna get into lettuces and kohlrabi and some other stuff, and then I'm gonna probably do one more down there. And there's like a wood thing down there. I think what happened, whoever was here before had a dog, and I think they put some wood because it looks like something had dug. I haven't lifted that wood up. I'm not gonna lift it up. I don't know what critters are under there right now. And then I'm gonna put one more pot here, and then that'll just be an area for storage for the dirt and soil and stuff. We're working on it, so I gotta work on this section today, and then I'm running um another fabric down here. So I know some people are wondering, but yeah, it's not a bad size patio. Um, I installed those right there. Those are they're solar lights. So at night they build a battery, and then if you walk out, it's motion detected and it'll turn on. So and then that's the back gate right there to get in and out. And that's a little kind of semi alleyway. Trash cans right outside the gate, which I like. Um, but yeah, so this is what we're doing. Um, But yeah, this is pretty much it. So today, and I have to figure out something because where the gate swings, I don't know if I'm putting fabric down there. It will help, but my problem is where that gate swings. I don't want to put the fabric down there and then it rip it up. But I'm gonna see. I might, if I have enough, I'm gonna probably do it. Right now, I'm just concerned about this. I can knock those weeds out every so often, or I might just put some mulch down there. I haven't decided yet, but we'll work on it. But yeah, we're working on it. It'll be something different when y'all see it later once everything starts growing. Let me flip this around. We're gonna go in the house for a minute. Uh, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, go in the house for a minute. I'm going to the bathroom because that has the best light, and we'll talk the rest of the way. Um, woo-hoo-hoo. All right, let me pop y'all up. Hey, Regina. Yeah, I'm working on it, girl. Working on it. Anybody else who came in? Let me see who else came in. All right, Chicago BBW. Hey, Danielle. Yeah, okay. So anyway, yeah. So the channel, I haven't asked. I've never asked for anything on this channel. But I'm getting ready to have to. That's just the reality of it. Right now, I'm trying to get a vehicle. I don't even have internet on yet in here. And then I know that people have asked me for the T-shirts. And then what else was I going to do on here? That's this channel, and I may kind of tie some of the Christian stuff to this channel. The video I did earlier regarding the issue, it was geared more toward the Trucker 411. Trucker Doll is Christian, and so this channel may have Christian content, and if that doesn't work for people, oh well. That's part of who I am, and Trucker Doll is that's me. So um, while I'm not physically driving a truck at current, I'm still working in a trucking company. I'm praying on that. Right now it's God's direction as to what to do there. Because I really do, like I said, I love working with my drivers, but there's other things that concern me right now, and I'm just praying for God's direction. Um, but as of right now, um, I know that I want to still work with helping truckers as best I can. Nikki and I had talked, and because Nikki has a felony, we're going to talk about that when we sit down with her, and how she just totally turned her life around with trucking. Um, and I had another person. I got to get back in touch with her. She had reached out to me. I think she's up on the East Coast, and she wanted me to work with her on starting a trucking. I think it was a trucking company is what she wanted. She had inheritance, and she wanted to work with me on that. The thing is, I have zero desire to live on the East Coast. There's not zero desire to live on the East Coast. Um, States that I would probably ever desire to live in would be Portland, Oregon, Oregon, Washington, and only a certain side of Washington because Tacoma side is very dry, kind of deserty and grassy. So I like that side of where Seattle and stuff is on the west side. Timmy, I'm in trucking. I just work in the office. I work for a trucking company right now. So I am still in trucking. I'm just not driving. I actually do, I'm an after hours dispatch. I do like after hours support with dispatch management, planning, um, customer service. I deal with all aspects of that. I talk to drivers. I work, well, I do 4 on, 3 on, 4 on, 3 on. And I work 12-hour shifts. So I work, no, I'm not coming back into driving. The only way, Timmy, I would come back into driving is if it was the only thing I had to do. Right now, I want to get healthy, and healthy means losing my weight. Healthy, not in the sense, at least that I don't know that I'm sick. I don't have that, but I need to get the weight off. So trucking does not really afford me that right now, and a lot of truckers are obese because of that job, that lifestyle. I came in obese, and then I gained probably from the time I came into trucking, I put on over 140 more pounds onto my body. So it's too sedentary. I need to come off. And when I'm walking across the yard, my back hurts. I'm breathing like, I mean, just walking from here, you guys hear me breathing. I'm breathing like a horse. No, got to change. Also, please give me a like, thumbs up. Make sure you share this out. At the bottom of the video will be the link to support the channel. Um, and it's appreciated. I was gonna get this surgery, Timmy. One of my friends that was here, Regina, she told me about some of the negative side effects of it. But in addition, when I talked, I'm getting ready to do a colonoscopy. I just had to do lab work for that yesterday. When I talked to the colonoscopy doctor, one of my concerns, or one of his concerns that now is a concern of mine, is I have like a little hiatal hernia up here, and he said with the gastric surgeries, whether the sleeve or the bypass, it will get worse. What you don't want it to do is get worse to where it turns cancerous, and that's where we don't want to go. So he says if you can do this naturally, do it naturally. Um, Right now, I'm trying something. It's called Forks Over Knives, which is a more plant based type eating. I won't tell you I'm going totally vegan. I'll have to pray on that and see how God directs. There are certain things I like. I like fish, I like seafood. I can actually cut beef and chicken. That's never really a problem. Hey, Cat Eyes, I can cut beef and chicken. That is never really a problem for me. However, I I do have certain meats that I still like. I love lamb, and it's very rare that I would have it. But if I'm out and about and it's available, I'm gonna probably eat it. Um, Beef and chicken, I can cut those very easy. Matter of fact, when I got back here because of an issue that I saw at one of the chicken places that I worked with, I didn't eat chicken for several months, several. And really in the house, I have no longer bought. I don't buy meat in this house. I think the only thing sitting in my refrigerator that's meat based right now is I have a turkey from Christmas and it's in the freezer. I haven't even used it. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm trying not to. I don't want to waste, so I might just make it a final thing, make an enchilada, something with it, or a stir fry with it. I haven't decided, but that's probably it. Everything else in my house is now plant based. I even have plant based meats up there. I got plant based meatballs, plant based sausages, plant based burgers. I just went to. I'm even dairy with the exception of yogurt because I'm already lactose intolerant, but yogurt has never really bothered me. All dairy has pretty much been cut. Even my ice cream now that I'm buying, I'm going back to like either a coconut based or a vegan type ice cream. I just found a vegan cheese that I like, which is called Daya, and I can make grilled cheese sandwiches, and it came out really actually very good. I had two grilled cheese last night. Um, I might do one for lunch this morning. I wish I would have got some tomato soup. I'm gonna pick up some tomato soup because tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich are like primo lunch meal. Um, but yeah, I'm going that route. So right now I'm trying to watch it. If you guys are on Facebook, sign up for. It's called Forks Over Knives. They're an online group. If you're friends to me on there, just let me know and I'll invite you to the group. I'm part of the group. It talks about plant-based eating. Also check out a sister named Tabitha Brown. I've been following her. Hey, what's up? Peace be with you. Um, what she said about the Arizona heat? I'm starting my garden now in Phoenix, AZ, in my apartment. Yeah, actually, peace be with you. Make sure I got some groups that I'm part of on the raised bed gardening on Facebook, and they'll give you some really good advice on stuff to get. I got those pop-ups. If you go to the first part of this video, you'll see the pop-ups. Um, and they're like pop-up square foot gardening. So it's two by two, so two and two, so four containers in that one raised, and they're like 17 bucks, 17 to 20 bucks on Amazon. I'm gonna buy. I need to get probably three more. You can buy them individually, but I need to buy three more. So I'm gonna, because for the fence that I'm doing the other side. So I'll have a decent little garden out there. I'm waiting on seeds right now. I found a really cheap seed place called MI Gardener. M like Mary, I Ice Cream Gardener. Seeds are 99 cents each, and they do have some organic, some heirloom stuff like that. You can get seeds on Amazon too. Um, the mulch, if you need mulch, if you have a little patio like mine and you want to put mulch down, um, they have mulch for $3.33 at Home Depot. So I'm on a strict budget right now because, like I said, you guys know I'm trying to get a vehicle, and I need to get my internet on, and then I also still have all my stuff in storage. I got to get my stuff out. I had Regina was here with me for a minute, trying it out at my company. Drama. We'll leave it there. And I didn't want to take up all the room, but I need to go ahead and eventually get that out. But the first priority is really the car, and then I'll get everything out of storage because I have furniture. I just right now the only two pieces of furniture I'm gonna need after getting everything out of storage is a couch and a bed. That's it. Right now, I'm just been doing the air mattress thing. Those are two pieces, and I don't know. I might get my bed first, and then a couch. I'm just gonna get a what do you call it, a platform bed from Amazon, and then I need to get a couch for the living room and a couch. I might do. I'm thinking about doing chairs. I like chairs. I can't explain that to you. I like oversized chairs with ottomans. I like recliners. And all I think of when I would decorate this place is a smoky pub, like a gentleman's club where you go in and they have those old leather chairs. Yes, I might just do like different chairs in there with the coffee table and kind of like that cigar club vibe. Not that I smoke cigars, but that kind of just I like rustic. So that might be the route I go. I haven't really decided. I got to get everything out of storage and then I'll make those decisions. I'm not worried about that. But anyway, the vision for the channel, and I've gotten a little bit off touch, a little bit on live, but the ultimate vision for this channel is to ultimately I want to get you guys shirts. Um, I still will be on here talking truck and stuff. I'm gotta still do the interview with Nikki. We had a break apart because she was like not break apart meaning that I hadn't talked to her for a while. She had family down here that she was a relative staying with her that she was trying to help out, and there was a lot of stuff with that she needed to deal with. Also, her father, who's her grandfather, he adopted her. She calls him dad. Um, he actually had some health challenges, so she had to deal with a lot of family stuff. So I hadn't talked to Nikki until probably within the last 20 days. And she's still working in trucking. So she hadn't talked in a hey, stop, drop, roll on. What's up, mama? So that's my other sis. She had to deal with a lot of family stuff. Her grandfather is not taking care of his health. He's very similar to Monty, and they are people who I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm just gonna go into the casket call because they don't. I don't know what that is, but that's you. You grown, you grown, and I had to really. I think it was bothering her, and I said, you can sit and stop, drop, and roll on. Thank you, sis, because you spoke something to me when I was dealing with Monty. She said, leave him in the Lord's hands. And what that really said to me and how I took that was a lot of times we try to take on other people's stuff and we want people to do what we think is best for them. But everybody got to go through their journey. And some journeys are going to end up with people making choices that are going to take them to the casket. That's their choices, not yours. What we can do as individuals is look at foolery and learn from it and try to make other choices for ourselves. You pray for somebody, Lord, wake them up, hopefully, or do what you're going to do with them. That's between you and them. We can't take on other people's stuff. We can't take on other people's foolery. When I used to do ministry, I told people that I didn't want to minister for a long time because people would come to me with so much heavy stuff. I'm outside working in the garden, and when I'm down there doing the landscaping and mess with the weeds, I wear gloves. If I'm in the garden, I don't have any problems being in there with my hands sometimes, but I wear gloves when I'm down there in the dirt because I don't know kind of critters and bugs, so I wear gloves. And I'm gonna be out there in a minute. But sometimes we deal with so much stuff, and I think that I knew for me, I took on people's stuff. I took it emotionally. So I was dealing with people dying. A lot of times I'd end up at people's deathbeds who were dying of cancer. Like most of the ones I dealt with were dying of cancer, and it became overwhelming dealing with them, overwhelming dealing with their family going through this. I took it on because I have a heart. I do have a heart. There's several sides of my personality, but I do have a big heart when it comes to. I didn't realize that I just have that person that I feel what people feels, and so I've had to learn how to go in and minister to people, pray for them, and then say, "Here you go, Daddy God, it's your business," because you can't. You if you took on that much, it's us mentally overwhelming. And so it's emotionally overwhelming, it's spiritually overwhelming. So I pray for people with a sincere heart for the best for them, but then I have to turn them over to God. And so me and Nikki had to have that talk about her because she was concerned about choices that family was making. And I'm like, we can't control our family. I can't control a grumpy Smurf. Grumpy Smurf is still going to do his foolery because it's who he is. He's going to have his conversation with Jesus as I'm going to have with Jesus. If we looked at where I'm at right now to this 440, I'm 436 pounds. If we looked at that, nobody did that to me. I mean, there are things that I believe circumstances from my childhood that might have triggered some of it. All of us, all three of my siblings, all three of us were obese. My one brother did the gastric sleeve. He's lost his weight. Me and the other brother, we're both 400 plus pounds. And I know while that brother may not admit it because they have not, I don't think they're aware of the damages that came from our household. Um, and some people grow up in their dysfunction and live in their dysfunction. They're not aware of it, so unfortunately it has impacted them. But anyway, I didn't want this video to go this route, and I don't want to be on here long. This is 22 minutes. I'm trying to keep our videos now under 25 minutes. um yeah, so if you want to support the channel, it's going to help us with a couple things. Yes, it's going to help with any needs that I need for this channel, for myself trying to get around town. Going to get the internet done, we're going to get the shirts ordered, we're going to get the logos done. Later on, I'll be doing the same thing for my Revelation Life channel, mainly on the Facebook side, but also on the YouTube side. We're going to start to where I'm trying to turn that into possibly a 501c3. With that, I might be working with Nikki on something, and if I can get back in touch with the young lady that I talked to who wanted me to go and work for her out in the East Coast with starting a trucking company. She wanted to work with women who had felonies, and it's an area after meeting Nikki, and I also have family members, and I also have drivers that I currently deal with whose spouses, and they're trying to bring their spouses in so they can team, have questions. And I think that there's somewhere to change lives. I have an association, I haven't seen them in a while, but we're associated on Facebook. One of the minister friends that I have, Daniel out here, he works with a company, with a group where he's a pastor of Church on the Street. So he works with a lot of people coming out of prisons. He works with people who have addictions. Um, and how I met him initially, I met him when he was a teenager in high school. I'm much old. I'm old enough to be his mom. Okay, I'm old enough to be his mom. I remember meeting his mother. And when I met Daniel, he was Christian back then, doing a Bible study out of his house. Hey, Micheline, I hadn't seen you in a while. Somebody else jumped in here. Hey, Kathy W. Thank you. Okay. And so, and peace be with you. You can hit me up at Trucker Doll. I think you're the one that said you had an Arizona garden. If you join me on Facebook, you hit me under Trucker Doll and hook up to me. I'm under Getting Saucy is my name. That's my barbecue sauce. I'll be working on that too. So I got a lot of things because I just found my recipe list for my. Cause I created a barbecue sauce out here, so that's coming too. So I got some vision going on for some things. It's just really getting settled in here and starting to get that implemented. The goal right now, I've been working on the garden. Hopefully, the car was trying to go for March, but it might be. I'm trying not to push the April. I got to have a car by summer, so because it gets hot as hell out here in Arizona, as she knows, as the young lady said. So yes, we're trying to raise money on a lot of different fronts. Um, yeah, peace be with me. Hit me up because I can get you some information on the raised bed gardening. And I had a really good garden going. I was up on Third Avenue in Camelback, and my patio was even bigger than this one. Um, Although I think this has more of a dirt area than that one did. This one has more of a dirt area than that one is because most of it was cement, but I had a huge patio. But my dirt area, I had really good tomatoes growing. I had a little watermelon girl growing in a container. It was coming up, and then we got gentrified. The owner sold the apartments, and they kicked every last one of us out, and I was just totally depressed. So this place right here is again one of those old 1950 ones that I was talking about. Chicago BBW, you were talking about coming out here, baby girl from Chicago. Regina, if you hit her up in here, I don't know if she's in here still. She actually was from Chicago, and that's how I met her here. She's in Vegas right now, but she was here in Arizona. We worked together at Etna for a while. Um, but Arizona, come through, visit. If you do come through, you hit me up, and I'll give you the name of the realtor lady I use. You can just tell her you know me from the internet, and she knows me. She'll know me right off. And tell her what you're looking for. Um, you see, it's still, Regina, like I'm still on here. Yeah, so Chicago BBW, Regina's in there. If you got any questions, because Regina's from Chicago too, and she lived here in Arizona. I don't know how many years Regina was here for. We met at Etna, and I know we were at Etna for a couple years. So, but you got any questions about being from Chicago to Arizona? She could probably answer that. I know a lot of people that I have gone to church with who were from Chicago. We get a lot of people from your area, the Midwest. We're getting a lot of Californians, which have raised the rents, but there's still cheap rent out here. It's really about what I'm gonna say is when I went to my realtor, I told her, "Oh, you 3 years, Regina, okay?" I told her I'm not looking for the shiny nickel. I'm not. I don't want to be where somebody knocking me over the head, and I'm not really in that. My area is okay. It has. You can see what the crime rate is, and I have 3 different crime zones here in the rating. I have a this school over here is money. I'm gonna say that right now. They gave out free laptops to all the students. They give free laptops to all the students. That tells you it's money. So this little neighborhood back here, I'm in a historical district called the Melrose District. You have in my area, these are historical districts, the Arcadia District, Melrose. So a lot of them are older homes, older apartments. I love this type of area. Um, yeah, Regina was looking at Texas too. Let's see here. Okay, but you're in Texas now. I'm looking for cheaper rent. Well, depends on where you're at in Texas, because Texas has rents. Depending, if you get some of the small towns, you can get cheap rent. But if you get into Dallas and Houston, you're going to pay rents just like you're in Arizona, California, because of Houston, Austin, I think even San Antonio, because those are going to be main hub cities. If you go to the outskirts cities, you'll start dropping down in rent. Like places like Lubbock, though, I don't know. You'd have to. Lubbock is a different spot. I mean, it's cheap. My dad's apartment that he was in 2 bedroom, semi utilities included. Once he hit over a certain amount, he had to pay utilities, but it was like dirt cheap. So all his bills were included. Uh, he didn't have central air in that last one. It had like the air, like the old apartment kind of units. And I didn't like that. But other than that, nice apartment, very well kept, grounds kept well. It was a 55-year-old community block. Mine is block and concrete. This wall right here is concrete. I don't hear my neighbors. Unless they're outside the windows, I don't hear them. It's very quiet in here. I say this place was built in 1950 something. They remodeled. You guys, I think I did pictures of the place when I first moved in here. If not, I'll do a tour later. I did a tour in one of my videos, and they remodeled. The tub is retiled. The kitchen is remodeled. I have an older stove. I have a gas stove. When I say older, older that, but it's not really that old. It's not a big kitchen. My kitchen is small. Smallest kitchen I probably had at any apartment I've ever lived. Well, no, no, I lived in a studio when I first moved out on my own. So no. Second smallest uh, uh, kitchen. But for me, I'm one person, and the only person that really comes down here and hangs with me is Joe, or I've had Nikki. Danielle probably will come out one time when she's on the truck, and come and visit. But that's it. I'm usually it's only gonna be one person. I don't know. No offense to those of y'all, I don't host couples. So if it's somebody like Danielle, I know she's in a relationship. Danielle can come. Love the Alfred, but I don't host couples. Y'all got to get a hotel. I'm just saying. Individually, you riding through as a truck driver, I got you. But husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, I don't host couples. I'll host an individual. Savanje, you know it's all love. If he comes by himself, he got a place to crash because I know him. I don't know your chick. I don't host couples. I just don't. It's just who I am. And it's nothing. He's like a son to me. I'm old enough to be his mama. But that's just who I am. Female or male, it's just how I roll. Um, it's just I don't host couples. I don't. And you sleep in the living room because I said one bedroom, so we're gonna get your air mattress, or if I have a futon, that's what you're sleeping on. That's how we roll. My room is my room. I've gotten to that point. My room is my room. Um, even when I stay with my dad, I didn't kick him out of his room. He's like, "Oh, you can sleep in my no, you gonna sleep in your room. If we ain't got nothing, I'll sleep on this couch until we get an air mattress." I picked up an air mattress, and that's what I crashed on when I was there because he didn't have a bed in that second room. Um, and that's how I roll. To me, that just respects people's homes when you stay there. Their room is their room. Don't give up your room. I've given up my room one time to a friend that was really sick, and that was one time, and he was very very ill, and I don't know if it flew, whatever. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I had a futon in the living room, but that baby was so sick. I'm like, bro, you just going to sleep in there, and it was by the bathroom because he had to go to the bathroom was right there. So if you have to toss, I want you right near the bathroom. Put trash can, bathroom, boom, you do you. And so he was, I was, uh, he was old enough to be my little brother, and I love my little Mr. Michael. He was a sweetie, but I've lost contact with him since. But anyway, y'all. Um, Yeah, support the channel. The link will be down below. I'll also be posting it up on the little posty boards. And it's just paypal.me/truckerdoll. And so you can donate and that'll help. And we're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be definitely gonna help with the car. It's gonna help with gear. It's gonna help with. I'm gonna be getting some cameras. I'm gonna get this internet turned on in here. I got to get a modem for it. Um, I'll be getting the what else? I'm getting the shirts up. I got like right now about 3 to 4 shirt ideas. Some of it I say on here. Y'all know that one. Okay, I'll do that one. And then I got some other sayings because Danielle uses one of them all the time. And she all says it with she'll go to cuss and then she'll say one of my sayings and I giggle to myself as I said I gotta put it on a shirt. So I gotta put that on a shirt. And I gotta see if we can do a logo for that one. That will actually, if we can do, when I say logo, like a picture, because I'm picturing it in my mind right now. I'm laughing because it's fun. That one will be funny. If I got a picture in my mind of what I'm gonna do with that one, and then I got some other ones y'all don't know about. One that my niece uses, and I say it, but I'm gonna pretty it up because I said when she used the old raw version I used to use. And it's one of my next statements. So she uses that one. And I'm gonna pretty it up. We're gonna add the ninja to it. So we're gonna do that. We'll talk about ninjas on that shirt. So I got some ideas. But I also want to look and I don't know how I'm gonna bridge it, but getting to this before I close this out, I know I know the call of my life is to help people. Um, I know the call on my life is Christian. I know the call on my life is to minister to people. I know the call on my life is to raise people up. I'm not somebody, I work in an environment right now where I can tell I have people who it's all about them. It's not me. It's not me because I have a view that sometimes you're put in a position to help people rise above you. Okay. So you got to be comfortable enough with who you are as an individual. I'm not power hungry. I'm not any of those things. Before, that was the level of what we see in the world as accomplishment, is to have titles and positions and to move through these lanes of success. I'm a VP, whatever. Okay, well, congratulations. I've had people in our family who are pilots. I have a cousin who's an attorney. I have people who've worked for government agencies, um, and moved through high ranks of those agencies. I have family members who are in civil rights positions, and at very high echelons of the civil rights organizations. But what I also saw from the background is that position does not breed happiness. Neither does money. I'm not looking, if God blesses me with a lot of money, I'm probably going to end up blessing a lot of other people. I have a very humble view of life. And I'm going to say, to me, trucking got me that. And I'm grateful to God for everything about being over the road. It changed, God through it changed who I am. And He humbled me, but He also opened me up to where I can love people from all walks of life. Now, I don't like evil people. I don't like malicious people. I don't like backstabby people. I don't like cutthroat people. And the Bible tells us about avoiding evil people and about shaking the dust from certain type of people, certain types of environments. So sometimes we have to do that inside of places we work. Sometimes we got to shake the dust inside of families we're associated with. Sometimes we have to shake the dust with people we called friends and associates, and God will show you who to shake dust from. But what I want to do is actually position this channel, the Revelation Life channel, and I want to build something to where I can help people on both ends. Because I am strongly on the Christian side, I know that I need to implement something that will have a Christian fundamental foundations. Drivers who are coming off the road, drivers, people who want to get into the industry because they were a felon, and this might be one of them, between being a barber or something like that. These are some of the only industries they can break into to make a decent living. I want to work on that, and I think I'm going to sit down with Nikki. She had mentioned that was a desire, and I'm like, okay, Lord, maybe that's why you had this young lady. Because me and Nikki met through social media. She'd been following me from early on in Trucker Doll, and then on the Facebook side. And then we found out that I worked with her cousin at one of the companies I worked for. I was like, oh my God, I know you, cousin Mona. And she's like, who? And she's like, what's the last name? And next thing I know, I was like, oh my God, girl, I worked with your cousin for like 4 or 5 years. Me and Mona went and hung out. Joe knows Mona. I mean, we know Mona. So, it was good. And I was like, okay, Lord, you've introduced this young lady who went through something very drastic in her life. From what she's told me, she was involved because of family members, did not know, and spent a very long time in prison, y'all. A very long time. I want to get the baby on here to have her tell her story. And now she's a homeowner. Um, she takes care of the grandfather as best she can. He's retired Air Force, but Nikki takes care of the house. That house is hers. She works a full time job. She used to be a business owner. She had her own truck, her own authority. She did all that. So I need to get something together to where that is what we can pattern as a way to show people an out, women or men who are coming out from prison. Especially, I want to, obviously, being female, I want to work with females and say, if you want a life changer, here it is. And here's what we see that she did. And even through the ups, the downs, she has still leveled out. And we really need to talk to that. We need to talk to that. And I need to get in touch with that one lady who was getting it, because we did talk about possibly other places, and she wanted to work with felons. So if she sets up something on East Coast, and let's say she sets a small trucking business up, and we have people coming out from all over the country. You guys know trucking. You can be. I worked out of Salt Lake City. I worked out of Missouri. I worked out of Texarkana, Texas. I worked out of Texas. I've worked out of Iowa. So, you as a trucker, you can work out of any area of the country. Just you have a CDL. And so, if that's something to where she has an organization that gears towards maybe felons and getting them trained and then getting them on a truck, and let's get freight moving and get money for her, money for the business, money for the person, and let's get some life changing stuff going on here. um I've got some ideas. I've also always, like, in the flight attendant world, I have a friend of mine who's a flight attendant. She's like me. I was living on the truck. She actually lives in a crash pad. Crash pad means she doesn't own anything right now other than her car and whatever's on her back and whatever furniture and stuff she has. She lived out a crash pad for years stacking money. And if you're a single person, you don't have any kids, maybe we create crash pads for you, and or establish that, because that's something trucking doesn't have, which I always thought was kind of strange, is that truck drivers couldn't get together, they rent an apartment together, and when you come to town, that was, if this is your main, so like Arizona, this is my main city. If I had a crash pad, like say this was a two-bedroom, we could actually do it as a one-bedroom, put two twin beds in there, and you split this place up, or put it, the living room, make it, it just depends on how you want to do it. Put a futon in there and two people share it and split the rent because neither one of you are there a lot. Those things would make it more affordable for you to have home to come to, opposed to paying $1,400 or more a month, and then coming here and there is, you're here, what, 3 to 5 days of a 2 month period. Because I was out 6 weeks and then I would come home for a week and then I'd go back out for 6 weeks. That doesn't, 6 weeks and a warranty and a $1,400 a month rent or mortgage? No. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Anyway, y'all, it's gotten too long. Be blessed. If you want to support, below, I'll share more of what we're going through. I got to reach out to, I'm going to try to see about the designs. I was going to try to do it out of my own pocket, but I'm just what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna see because I really have some ideas for those. Now I just thought about the one that Danielle uses, and I got an idea on the picture I want for that one. Yeah, I got an idea for that one. Anyway, y'all, what's my saying? Two and two, be blessed. Peace.